The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello and welcome to TV1 News. I'm Rex Litter. In this edition, Papua LNG Development Forum launched, Medang doctors protest over rent backlog, and Iton sticks with round 16 team. The Development Forum for the Papua LNG project was launched today in Port Moresby, signifying the start of negotiations for the benefits sharing agreement for this project. The director's proposal was also presented by the acting National Petroleum Authority CEO David Manau, outlining the state-mandated benefits and negotiated terms in the project. This proposal will serve as the baseline document to guide all parties to negotiate benefits during the Development Forum, which is expected to take weeks, even months.
Speaking at the opening of the forum, Acting National Petroleum Authority Secretary David Manau explained to all parties gathered, particularly the landowners who have come from the project footprint areas, the importance of having a development forum.
Development forum is a process under law, and it's a key milestone that leads towards achieving an agreement of benefit sharing. So that's the key outcome that we look towards achieving, and going forward, consultation process is key.
The forum is the beginning of a transparent consultation process aimed at achieving a development agreement under Section 50 of the Oil and Gas Act. The forum is expected to run for weeks, if not months, depending on negotiations. Once parties agree to the benefit sharing structure, a development agreement will be signed, signaling to the project developers the landowners' readiness to have the project developed.
And as Total Energies and industry has promised us, after reaching development forum and getting a development agreement signed off, hopefully we move to FID. So let me say this straightforward up front. So that's the process we're getting into.
A group of facilitators have been appointed, led by Arthur Samare, to guide discussions and ensure concerns raised by landowners and stakeholders are properly considered during the negotiations. Prime Minister James Marape, in launching the forum, highlighted the importance of this project and indicated that the state will exercise its right as per the law to take a 22.5% stake in this project. 40% of this will be for landowners. However, he urged the landowners to also think of other benefits that will come with this project, besides equities and royalties, taking a case in point of his mother as a landowner in the PNG LNG project.
But for all of us, whatever we've secured will be unbundled to all of you. And as far as equity is concerned, I did outlay to all of you already. 22.5% will exercise, 40% of that will come back to you. Vitla now, tupla provinces, some nipla PNG LNG, 5 province. You discuss, head to side kissing, body side kissing. Lower side kissing, lung side kissing. Right leg side kissing, left leg side kissing. Yutla sawakim hitting trade before him, established lady trade, vitla etsa, tupla partner of lady trade. And I want to encourage all of you to talk together, work it through. And I want to close with my own story. My mother is a PNG LNG benefactor. She gets only 60 kina from Heights Gas every year. But she's a happy woman right now. You know why? It is not because of the 60 kina, but it's because of a seal road in Tari right now. Seal road in Tari right now. Actual money may be small, but the ripple on benefit, sustainable benefit in a seal road, hospital, good school, a country that is prospering together is what we really want. It's not a cash benefit.
With the launch today, A 7-day consultation period will follow to allow stakeholders to review the proposals and discuss issues affecting their respective communities. When discussions resume after the consultation period, negotiations will begin between the parties with the assistance of the appointed facilitators. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
District development authorities are now part of the wider Papua LNG Development Forum for the first time and will be included in the benefit sharing agreement of the Papua LNG project. This was announced by Minister for Petroleum following amendments made to the Oil and Gas Act 1998. Prior to Papua LNG, DDAs participated in the Papua New Guinea's first LNG project, the PNG LNG.
This is the first time for district development authorities to be considered as beneficiaries of a major LNG project and will represent people who are not direct beneficiaries of the project in the host district.
With the wisdom of this government, we've included a DDA to cover other landowners, representatives, and other interested parties within the district and the province to be included in the discussion.
Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina stated that major amendment was done to Oil and Gas Act 1998 starting in 2021. Following consultation with projects impacted communities. This also led to the onboarding of district development authorities as beneficiaries.
So since 2021, the project sites and the field sites, the government has gone out and visited all of them, consulted the landowners on the footprint area, and also now we realize that we have to consult a wider community, and therefore we changed the law in the government. The government under Prime Minister Marape, we've gone back and we changed the law. We amended the organic law, and we included the DDA to be part of it, to give wider consultation, which is very important. We didn't want to feel as a government that we've missed out on people outside of the footprint. So we've asked DDAs to come in, including the LLGs and the provincial government. You are the ears of the rest of the province. So people might think that they don't have a hearing in this forum.
Maladina also that the amendments of the law and other regulatory work conducted prior to hosting the development forum followed the due processes.
The purpose of the responsibility as a minister is to ensure the process is conducted properly, lawfully, and in a manner to protect the integrity of the state and the interest of all lawful stakeholders. So at the outset, I would like to make it very clear that the development forum is a legal process under the Act. It is not a political forum. Under Section 48 of the Oil and Gas Act, the minister must convene this development forum and invite persons who the minister views are impacted and affected by the Papuan LNG project. The law requires, before the minister considers the grant of the petroleum development license to the developer, that the development forum process must be properly convened and progressed to endeavor to reach a benefit-sharing arrangement written into the development agreement.
The National Petroleum Authority is expecting the final investment decision to be announced towards the last quarter of this year. Mason Lewis, TV1 News.
The government remains committed to ensuring that the Papua LNG Development Forum is conducted properly. Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina said it is crucial to achieve key project milestones such as the Development Forum to ensure the project continues to move forward.
The Papua LNG project is recognized as a nationally significant initiative for PNG and its people. Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina said since 2021, work on social and landowner aspects has been actively progressing, while field visits to project sites have led to ministerial determinations identifying landowner beneficiary clans finalized in both 2023 and 2026.
Our responsibility to make sure that all legal and regulatory requirements are properly followed. Prior to the first grant of the license application, the development forum must be convened, endeavouring to achieve the development agreement, properly progressed in accordance with the Act.
Minister Maladina said the state is moving carefully and responsibly towards the next steps. He thanked the National Petroleum Authority, state agencies, provincial governments, local level governments, landowner representatives, project proponents, and all stakeholders who have contributed to the process so far. He said the Papua LNG Development Forum process is progressing and the required technical work has been undertaken, whilst the affected clans have been identified through formal processes.
That the state is progressing its responsibilities carefully and respectively. It was going to be, this forum is launched in Port Moresby. It was going to be launched in Kerema initially. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, because of infrastructure shortcomings and other issues that we had to bring this forum. I asked all stakeholders to work with the state and with MPA in good faith. There will be very strong views. There will be concerns. There will be questions. That is expected of a project of this size.
Minister for Petroleum clarified that a timeline of 60 days for the development forum is issued since the launch in Port Moresby today, and the state intends to do the development agreement signing in Kerema as part of the approved by NEC decision. He said this is subject to infrastructure being built in Kerema.
The director's proposal and the development agreement work streams are being progressed. The state is moving carefully and responsibly towards the next step. I welcome all of us to progress this development forum in an orderly, transparent process, and we will hopefully have a conclusion in the coming weeks or the coming month.
Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The announcement of a new look cabinet has been deferred. The office of the Prime Minister has confirmed that the Prime Minister has travelled to Vanimo to attend Connect PNG program engagements. The final list of ministerial portfolio allocations will be announced after his return to Port Moresby, likely on Sunday or Monday. Doctors from the Madang Provincial Health Authority at the Modilon General Hospital have begun their protest yesterday with regard to welfare issues, specifically for rental, which has not been paid for nearly 6 months. The protest is a result of a doctor being locked out of their rental residence by the landlord. They gathered on Thursday morning at the hospital's foyer to make their demands to management.
Doctors at Modilon General Hospital are protesting management because of non-payment of rentals. Several have been issued non-payment notices, while one doctor was locked out of his rental home by the landlord. President of the Madang Doctors Association, Dr. Euro Openg, called a meeting with the senior executive management to resolve doctors' grievances, which are for rental payments to be paid or they stop work indefinitely, and that they write letters to the landlords on the status of payment. Outstanding rentals currently amount to 500,000 kina. Madang PHA CEO Dr. Martin Damon said rental issues have always been a systematic issue. Dr. Damon said even when they have warrants and cash fund certificates, there is no funding available to draw down from. He explained that a 5 million kina funding received in April this year has been exhausted, with 2 million kina given for rural operations. The remaining 3 million kina was to fund department programs and could not cater for rentals. During the meeting, he told the doctors that the senior executive management has resolved to settle 300,000 kina of the outstanding rentals.
Management has come down to make this decision to start mobilizing whatever funds we have in our baskets right now to offset all loss. So we have given them that undertaking. We must make it happen. For our locked out or locked in doctor, our eye doctor, we have already got the documents and it's flowing through the process now to the landlord.
24,000 kina in rental was also approved for the doctor who was locked out of this rental home. Doctors also resumed duties after they were reassured rentals were being processed for payment. Dr. Openg believes that management will put in place an effective system in managing rentals.
We are satisfied that they will move that money Or 500, we rent us 500,000 kina we move to go for our rent also steady pay on us for 5 months. I mean, usually every weekend, but we are trying to sustain it. Actually, we are one of some of the best doctors here. We come on time every days. You can even we have some challenges with the hospital, yeah. But every day, before 8 o'clock, we see the other doctors come in park here. We come, we see the patient do water on every day, everything. We don't do the complaint like that. But now we suffer the well shut, we come out.
Dr. Damon stressed that many health workers live in rental accommodation. The Madang PHA is working on establishing housing for its staff. The current challenge is acquiring suitable land.
We are not able to accommodate many doctors right now. Some positions are still vacant because of housing. Few of our doctors have left. They don't want to stay anymore here. So that's one of the areas that we are working together with provincial government or DDS to build houses. We're talking about doctors here, but outside in the rural areas, the same thing for all the workforce from another Madang PHA.
Modilon General Hospital is a level 5 provincial referral hospital, as well as a teaching facility for medical students from the Lutheran School of Nursing and Divine Word University, serving roughly 500,000 people.
Following the protest yesterday morning, the Madang PHA addressed the doctors in the afternoon, providing assurance to pay the outstanding rentals. The doctors returned to work this morning after the Madang PHA Chief Executive Officer Dr. Martin Damien committed to immediately settle 300,000 kina of the arrears using funds reallocated from the departmental budgets, while the outstanding 24,000 kina owed for the doctor who had been locked out had already been approved for paying and was being transferred directly to the landlord. Dr. Damien explained that the problem stemmed from broader funding challenges facing the health authority. He said that while Madang Provincial Health Authority held warrants and certificates of funding clearance, it lacked available funds to meet several outstanding commitments, including staff rentals. This is TVWAN News. After the break, settlers warned of eviction over ethnic violence and new ambulance officers graduate.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Tooks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
What a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this.
And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who will get there? No, Kara. He's over. What a try. All the emotions are flowing. Jubilation. Ecstasy. What a game.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, P&G and Mia. Find P&G made.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home. With an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
You sabe to Olsem condom and one way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blong you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blong you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Welcome back. Settlers within Madang town and on the outskirts have been told they will be removed should they continue with ethnic-related fighting. Police Chief Superintendent Robert Baim issued a strong warning to the settlers to behave or face eviction.
Settlers from the Sipik residing at Mero and Public Tank in Madang town recently had a drunken brawl which resulted in the death of one man. The man from Biwat in East Sipik province resided at Mero. The relatives retaliated against settlers at Public Tank and police had to intervene. Despite containing the fight and carrying out an investigation, fights continue to occur, making police work challenging in this investigation. The Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent Robert Baim has issued a stern warning to both parties to stop the fighting or face forceful eviction.
We seems the time to thank you, policeman. We only work tirelessly, even though we are stretched out with manpower, but we work continuously along this ethnic class. Stop inside this settlement, Mero and Public Tank. All right, the people against Honorable CP Club. I have been talking to these settlers for ages, and they know very well the consequences that me talking about this. You plus start fight can be play victim you blog there. So my stand I'm stop yet. Me will make sure that me play victims from the settlers.
Superintendent Baim elaborated that the constabulary's main focus for operations at the moment is the upcoming national general election. He said dealing with ethnic clashes means an unnecessary use of time and resources, especially with the limited manpower he has. PPC Baim stressed that while settlers have been compensated and had to leave, they keep coming back and settling up because there is lack of investors to develop vacant land.
Time the election by come next year. Na time where people have straight in Madang town, people have straight in Madang province. Na mind blowing all people must settle down. No voting more good leaders going to the next year. All right. So time people straight in mind blowing people. It means also suppose you know a good thing na you should not into the settlement. You easy to sort pick up na go back to place play you na you vote in the area play you, no province play you, no district play you. Me must warn him online no Public Tank because in that area and only victim or finish that come back down na only working social mapping finish. It means also you must move out to this area. Na learn this area and be free. Na people can straighten. Na all business houses can bid. Na come inside. Na bring development come inside. Want a good thing from Malmeri said in like now. Na bring development inside of Madang.
While the fighting between Mero and Public Tank settlers has stopped, the PPC said warning is also directed to other settlers like Banana Block, Gagasi, RSL and other settlements which have sprouted in the last couple of years. Alice Peter, TVWAN News, Madang.
PNG Power's CEO Paul Bailey has responded to recent media coverage of the National Court judgment of 7th July regarding a claim by Dirio Gas and Power Limited against PPL, Kumul Consolidated Holdings and the state. Mr. Bailey said PPL will review the details of the National Court decision and will lodge an appeal.
PNG Power CEO Paul Bailey, in a press statement, noted that PPL will review the details of the National Court decision and will lodge an appeal, citing, among other matters, the capital cost recovery, which has inflated the billings, the historical contest with Dirio in relation to the commercial terms in the power purchase agreement, which runs for 25 years from 12 September 2019 to 11 September 2044. He said these costs and other pass-through costs should never be passed onto a single-source power buyer such as PPL, even if tariffs are adjusted for. PPL has always maintained that with those pass-through costs, no single power source buyer will ever operate commercially sustainably. Such commercial behaviors are never pro-people, non-pro-development, and are uncommon in other jurisdictions. He said Dirio's initial billing of up to 300 million kina can be seen in this light, since the court decision awarded only half of this total. The National Court decision is also detrimental to the government's privatization agenda, and the appeal will address this issue. Mr. Bailey further noted that the court recognized PPL's individual status as a stand-alone commercial entity and dismissed any claims against KCH and the state, stating that Dirio should pay their cost in this matter. Meanwhile, the appeal against the decision will be filed at a later date. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Climate change and its growing impact on tuna stocks, catch rates and fisheries revenue across the Western and Central Pacific were key topics during a meeting between the parties to the Nauru Agreement Office and the PNG National Fisheries Authority yesterday. Chief Executive Officer of PNA, Dr. Sangofa Clark, met with the PNG National Fisheries Authority Managing Director Justin Ilkani, reaffirming the strong partnership between Papua New Guinea and the PNA in promoting sustainable tuna fisheries management and regional cooperation. Both leaders stressed the need for adaptive science-based fisheries management to address changing ocean conditions and ensure Pacific tuna resources continue to provide long-term economic and social benefits for the region. 26 new Level 1 ambulance officers graduated today at the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby, joining the frontline emergency medical services of the National St. John Ambulance.
The ceremony was officiated by Governor General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai, who is the president of the National St. John Ambulance Council. He reminded the graduates of the responsibility they now carry.
An ambulance officer, you will meet people on some of the most difficult days of their lives. They may never know your name, but they will remember your kindness, your professionalism, and the reassurance you bring when hope is needed the most.
Deputy Chair of the National St. John Council, Dr. Linda Siwigoy, emphasized the importance of governance and sustainability for the future of ambulance services in the country.
It marks your decision to dedicate your lives to serving others, a calling that demands not only knowledge and skill, but also compassion, integrity, and humility. As the governing body of the National St. John Ambulance Papua New Guinea, the Council is entrusted with ensuring that this organization remains strong, accountable, and sustainable for future generations.
Lead educator Anthony Pride reflected on the recruits' journey and left them with a challenge to carry forward their lessons in the community.
Every one of those lessons
taught you to think clearly and make good decisions in the moment when it counts the most. To our 26 graduates, Papua New Guinea is counting on you. We are extremely proud of your achievements. Wear your uniform with pride and carry each other the way that you carried that Stokes litter, together and without faltering.
Speaking on behalf of the graduating class, student representative Gandhi Novano said the reality of ambulance services and the resilience built during training.
In the rain, at 2 a.m. in the morning, and trying to keep someone alive until the hospital doors open. It's not glamorous, but it matters.
Batch 2026 now joins the ranks of professionals dedicated to saving lives across Papua New Guinea. Mason Lewis, TVWAN News.
And now the finance report. The kina closed lower at $0.2276 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2201, 0.3137 Australian dollars, 0.1846 euro and 35.51 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed higher, except crude oil and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You are watching TVWAN News. When we come back, villagers meet to strengthen peace and citizens encouraged to exercise voting rights.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
What a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this.
And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who'll get there? No Kara. He's over. What a try. All the emotions are flowing. Jubilation. Ecstasy. What a game.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldspot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly Goldspot.
Hey P&G, get ready to brush to the beat for Colgate National Toothbrushing Day. Brush to the beat with over 480,000 registered participants this year nationwide. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day and remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Head over to the Colgate Pacific P&G Facebook page for more info or drop a comment and tell us a song we can brush to the beat with. Get brushing this National Toothbrushing Day with Colgate.
You have to meet my best friend. She's the sweetest. Hey, check out my hair.
Which one? The one on your head or the one in the sink? Relax. Next time, just use the Mega Growth Anti-Damage Relaxer. It's infused with wonder oils and conditioning proteins for visibly less hair breakage after retouching. Now your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Mega Growth Anti-Damage No-Light Cream Relaxer for visibly less hair breakage after retouching.
Tambo true lonkare mo salim na simokin. Marijuana or all drugs no good ikam lo overseas or some cocaine or crystal meth. Nupla law oli kolim Controlled Substances Act 2021 by making sawe lo you lo baim court fine inap money mark inap lo 2 million kina or go life year calabus. This platok sawe ikam long National Narcotics Bureau. One time Halivin, Bilom Australia, Papua New Guinea Law Na Justice Partnership.
It's swept in! And of course it's Lionel Messi!
pressure just built and built.
Hardwood floor to the rhythm of a
Here. How cool is that? Racing back as fast as they can. Oh my word! I've seen it all now.
Nadie sabe lo que me ha costado eso.
Thanks for staying with us. The Papua New Guinea Defence Force has completed the Australian phase of exercise Wantok Warrior 2026, strengthening military capabilities and reinforcing the growing defence partnership between Papua New Guinea and Australia. The training was held in Townsville, Queensland, alongside Exercise Southern Jackaroo. Soldiers from the PNGDF's Royal Pacific Islands Regiment trained with the Australian Army's 3rd Brigade in small team tactics, threat identification, tactical movement, and trends and bunker clearance operations. PNGDF Lieutenant Emil Ryan described the exercise as both challenging and rewarding, saying it provided valuable opportunities to train alongside Australian counterparts. Residents of Rambuka and Vadiri villages in Ward 4 of the Hiri-Koyari local level government in Central Province gathered on Tuesday, July 7th for a community meeting focused on strengthening law and order, promoting unity and addressing issues affecting their daily lives.
The meeting brought together community leaders, elders, youths, women representatives, and residents to discuss practical ways of improving peace, safety, and cooperation between the two neighboring communities. Community leader and chairman Abari Gorari said restoring and maintaining law and order is one way of creating a safe and peaceful environment for everyone. He said the purpose of the meeting was to encourage greater community participation and to ensure that village leaders work closely with residents to address issues before they escalate. The meeting concluded with the election of a new law and order board, which will be responsible for working with village leaders to maintain peace and coordinate law and order activities within the community. Gorari urged villagers to support the newly elected leaders and continue working together to strengthen community policing, promote respect for local leaders, and encourage young people to take part in positive activities. Residents also discussed sports development, youth engagement, community participation, and several other matters affecting the growth and development of their village. Community members welcomed the outcome of the meeting, expressing confidence that the newly elected committee would help promote peace, unity, and responsible leadership for the people of Rambuka and Vadiri villages. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Citizens of voting age are being encouraged to exercise their constitutional rights in the 2027 national general elections. Prime Minister James Marape, in a recent media conference, encouraged fair and responsible participation in the electoral process. Section 50 of the Constitution of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea guarantees the foundational right to vote and stand for public office. It assures that every citizen of voting age has a reasonable opportunity to take part in public affairs, vote and run in genuine, periodic and free elections. Marape encouraged a fair and reasonable participation in the electoral process.
Of their choice. So I want to speak to the country as I conclude my press. Your moment to decide on who leads the country will arrive in June, July 2027. That is your, if I could use this word, sanctified rights. You have once, every 5 years, you arrive at that moment.
Day District in Western Highlands Province will now see the establishment of a district community development center following the signing of an agreement between the district and the Department of Community Development and Religion. Under this agreement, community development services will be provided in the district, ensuring that the communities have easy access to them without having to travel long distances.
An agreement was signed yesterday by the member for Day, Desmond Kipper, and Minister for Community Development, Youth and Religion, Jason Peter, in Port Moresby. The agreement now paves way for a community development center to be built in the district.
It's a 50-50 partnership project between the National Department and District Development or the DDE. So, member for Day, we look forward to work with you on behalf of the ministry, and we see tangible things can start and before we're going for election.
Kipper thanked Minister Peter and the department for giving Day District the opportunity to partner with them, emphasizing the importance of the programs offered by the department as it will serve marginalized populations. Day District is the 4th district to sign the agreement this year, and it is expected to be completed before 2027 national general elections. Other DCDCs under construction include Anglip, South Wagi, Wapenamanda, Koroba, Kopiago, and Raikos District. DCDCs in Imbongu and Gazelle District were completed and are in full operation. Projects to start this year are Huon Gulf, Kikori, Karawagi, Usinobundi, and Kerma, including Day. Jasmine Rojak, TVWAN News.
And that ends the news segment. Later in sports, Iton shows loyalty and Australia invest in schoolboys rugby.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Papa come close to Laos. Kaya ino ready Mak blem pelatia. Mams tu glorasta. Suppose I'm not ready. Ayo. Me and Mama's to pass him the pops. I'm sure him way blue me'll get that.
Noodles. Tastier, but you like him more.
Always on WhatsApp? Then this is your style of banking with TISA. Check your account balance or even chat with a TISA Bank agent. Get started today by following these simple steps. 1. Save TISA Bank's official WhatsApp number in your phone. 2. Open WhatsApp and send a simple hi. 3. Follow the menu to start banking. It's that easy. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
He's a pure finisher. Lethal.
they jumping on a hardwood floor to the rhythm of never felt this free before.
The USA didn't really take charge, and Belgium did. Together.
Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord, I'm feeling lighter.
Nadie sabe lo que me ha costado eso.
Welcome back. In sports, off the back of their second heaviest defeat on the weekend, the PNG Hunters coach Paul Aiton has decided to name the same team for this weekend's game. They host the North Devils this Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium. Young halfback Felix Becky will get his second goal in the PNG Hunters colours, partnering with Jamie Mavoko in the halves. The pair didn't produce any try assist between them and were well contained by the winner Manly Seagulls outfit last weekend. They have another chance on home turf to redeem themselves. The backline remains the same, with Douglas David and Elijah Roltinger on the wings, and Bruce Bawase and Graham Rex feature in the centres. Electric Saniwabo is the last line of defence at fullback. The forwards also remain unchanged, except for the second rower. Murray Connors, who comes off the bench last weekend, reclaims his starting spot, forcing Benjico to move to the bench. The interchanged bands of Lintil Kiap, Jebedi Keep, and Jacob Lott remain, and Hercules Kondo is again the 18th man for this game. Despite growing concerns over the team's performance, Coach Aiton has gone with the same team, displaying the confidence he has on the team. PNG Hunters CEO Scott Barker said Aiton and his coaching staff has the support of PNG Hunters management, and they will be provided with necessary support to ensure they get the best out of the players. This match will be live on TVWAN Sports on Sunday, 3:30 p.m. This weekend's round 13 fixtures of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup Rugby League competition promise some intense battles, with the Spotlight family on the much-anticipated return match between East New Britain Egma Gurius and current leaders Morobe Provincial Government Candace at Queen's Park Oval, Rabaul.
MPG Candace stunned the East New Britain Egma Gurius in round 1, winning 26-16 at Vaughan Albert Oval. On current standings, Candace lead with 17 points but suffered a round 12 loss to the Barris last week. Gurius slipped to 4th with 15 points after their loss to Gurkala Anis. In tomorrow's highly anticipated written clash, Gurius aim not only to advance their earlier defeat but also to solidify their place in the top 6, crucial with just 5 rounds left. Gurius boost a strong home record this season, 4 wins, 1 draw. The Candace were visiting Rabaul for the first time in their inaugural National League season. How the two teams match up. Gurius boost bigger, more robust forward pack led by Muka Kalupita, supported by Bradley Engra, Junior Talin, Wari Rex, and co-captain Terry Wapi. Speed and experience out wide with players like the Benjamin brothers, Emil and Chris, William Tirang, Dominic Anis, and try-scoring fullback Apron Achim. Playmakers Mark Alunga, Connie Bernard, and Emmanuel Alfred will control the midfield. Candace have a youthful but consistent lineup, blending mostly academic graduates with experienced forwards such as Cassie Dixon, Thomas Martin, Thomas Cooper, Bob Nally, key halves Wanamba Graffi, and Mal Hilton will partner with Koka Stenza Tandoa. Their agile backline, including centers Jadon Nwampo and Kadum Mais, and wingers Nigel Wilby and Dixon Otto, can challenge any side. Gurius led to start aggressively, establish earlier dominance in the forward battle, and maintain discipline throughout to upset the competition pace setters. Tracy Pa, TV1 Sports.
And in another Saturday features in the digital ExxonMobil Cup, Wampinga Mount Hagen Eagles play Garoka Lahanis at John Ambane Oval in Minj, Juaka Province. Asilawage Tumbe will lock horns with Guest Resources Central Dabaris, another intense clash with the home side aiming to bounce back against a revamped Central team. On Sunday, Moniplus NCDC Port Moresby Vipers play NPL Angamioks at Santos National Football Stadium, and Lace Next Tigers face off with Croton Heller Wigman at the Lay Rugby League Oval. In an earlier game, the main event in Lay, two PRK-sponsored teams, PRK Mandy Muruks and PRK Gulf Iso, go head-to-head. Muruks have looked strong lately and are favourites to win. Australia will be investing almost 250 million Australian dollars into schoolboys and girls rugby league programs in 4 countries in the next 10 years, with Papua New Guinea named as one of the beneficiaries. Prime Minister James Marape made the announcement yesterday after returning from Australia.
Papua New Guinea is among the 4 Pacific nations that will benefit from the Australian schoolboys and girls rugby league development. The others include Fiji, Samoa and Tonga. Prime Minister James Marape said the investment is part of developing future players for the PNG Chiefs as well as other franchise teams.
Over $250 million invested in schoolboys and schoolgirls in the Pacific region will be prorated against school children participating in rugby league in school competitions, and I gave my fullest commitment. PNG will have the biggest schoolboys and schoolgirls rugby league competition in amongst the Pacific Island countries, and I want to indicate that a major breakthrough in as far as junior sport is concerned for us.
The Prime Minister also indicated PNG will be having a huge schoolboys rugby league program amongst the other Pacific nations and urge all youths to take pride in the initiative and be part of the school system in order to participate in the program. He further indicated that schoolboys rugby league program is a way forward for the country in terms of rugby league development.
I want to announce here to all young boys and girls who want to play rugby league, be part of the school system. Be part of the school system the next 10 years. You don't go into school, you will not be participating into the feeder school catchments for you to possibly make a crack into NRL. And it will be not just Chiefs who will be picking you. The NRL has full knowledge that Papua New Guinea will be the biggest breeding ground for rugby league players into the future.
Tracy Pa, TV1 Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Kickboxing Federation will not send its international fighters to overseas competitions this year, except for 2 kickboxers who are scheduled to compete in Australia later this year. PNG Kickboxing Federation President Stanley Nandex made this comment recently. PNG Kickboxing Federation President Stanley Nandex said the Federation had initially planned to suspend overseas participation for its international fighters in 2026. However, an invitation from promoters in Australia has prompted the Federation to send at least 2 heavyweight fighters to compete this year.
The only fighter that may not have a chance is our heavyweight, Kundum. He's on 96 at the moment, and we are having his fight separately. So he just got an invitation to fight Sydney, which is next Saturday. So he'll be flying down this weekend. One of the fighters that didn't make it to China, which is Norman Kawake, he went down to Australia, also didn't make it because of medical.
Nandex explained that the country's international fighters do not have suitable opponents in the ongoing last man standing tournament because they compete in the heavyweight division. Sending them to Australia will compensate for their absence from the local competition while also giving them a fair opportunity to contest for places in the national team. Nandex added that the Australian promoters had already finalized the fight matchups, making it difficult for the federation to decline the invitation.
I already stopped these international invitations, but because of the promoter in Australia, he already published some promotional items and stuff, and it was hard for me to put it back, and I said, okay, we just have to let them go. But this year, the only international fight that we'll be attending is the 10th of December, with the top fighters from the grand final will be facing the international. So
Nandex also praised the performances of newcomers in the last man standing tournament, saying they have surprised many experienced kickboxers.
Because it's a selection for the national team, we wanted to also see international fighters and senior fighters must be all compete under this platform. In that way, then we can really identify them, because now I can see most of the young fighters are really dominating at the moment.
He said the result highlighted complacency among some senior fighters, while also demonstrating the benefits of regular competition for young athletes. Meanwhile, the last man standing tournament has completed its quarterfinal stage. The semi-finals are scheduled for the end of August, where both seasoned and emerging fighters will compete for spots in the grand final. And now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy skies with chances of few afternoon-evening showers. Daru and Kerema, cloudy with occasional rain showers. Momase, night showers clearing to partly cloudy skies. Madang, Wewak and Vanimo, partly cloudy to clear skies. Nigini Islands, Lorengau and Kimbe, partly cloudy. Kavieng, Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with few showers. And Highlands region, Mount Hagen, Banj, Kundiawa and Goroka, night showers clearing to partly cloudy skies. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate, occasionally becoming rough by this evening with southeast winds of 20 to 25 knots, occasionally reaching 30 knots by this evening. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate with southeasterly. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate with southeasterly winds of 10 to 20 knots, tending southwest over the northern sector. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight over the western sector, becoming slight to moderate over the eastern sector, with westerly winds of 5 to 10 knots over the far western sector, tending southeast at 10 to 20 knots over the central to eastern sector. Pacific Ocean, seas light to moderate, becoming rough by the evening, with northeasterly winds at 10 to 15 knots over the western sector, tending southeasterly over the eastern sector and occasionally increasing to 30 knots by the evening. And the coastal waters forecast, waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf, to Finsafen through Vitias Dampier Straits to Siasi Island, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters by evening. Waters of West New Britain to East New Britain and New Ireland to Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters over warning areas by evening. And that wraps up the news tonight. From the news team, you have a top weekend.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by